Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to the show. Well, wow, what a week, what a world. And this is that thing. The world's on fire, but your friend Sam is like, hey, like, come see my Zoom show. I'm enjoying a michelada tonight. I made it myself, and it's a good drink. Like, you wouldn't think it. It's just like a light beer, maybe, I don't know, some lager mixed with tomato juice and hot sauce. I think there's different variations: lime, salt, chelada, michelada, but it's a nice combo. The tomato juice with the beer and the hot sauce, it works somehow. It's like a tasty treat. So there's that. Welcome to Old Dog and Zippy. We're here every Saturday night. It is difficult to keep track of time somewhat. I don't know. Everything seems so upside down. Let's see if I got my banner here. Welcome to Old Dog and Zippy. And this is episode 7. ODNZ 7. Welcome, viewer. We got the comment section open. Please feel free to share any comments and whatever y'all want to talk about. You know, we're going to get political. Maybe we'll talk about cuisine. You know, I want to actually get our first ad up right now because this show is sponsored by local business. And this first place is, I need to talk to Chef Matt about this. But this is my new restaurant concept opening up in the town of Forks of Buffalo. And this is a new restaurant that I'm opening. So we're just doing an ad for it. We're trying to get the word out about that. So here we go with the new vid, with the new commercial. Restaurant, come on down, smooth Buffalo, come on down, smooth Buffalo, come on down, smooth Buffalo, come on down, smooth Buffalo. Central Virginia's only vegan soup restaurant. Come on down the smooth Buffalo. Central Virginia's only soup restaurant that's also vegan in Sam's June. Come get the soup, it's all vegan. We also love musical theater too. Well, I mean, that makes me laugh. You know, that's my, there's not a lot of restaurants around here at all. You know, in New York City, it's such a plethora, such a glut, such an excess of just all kinds of delicious cuisine all over the fucking place. Wherever you turn, you gotta watch your money in New York City. You know what I mean? Because there's just so much great takeout food available. And so many tantalizing, especially when you get into the vegetarian options. Oh my goodness, you got all kinds of just over the top, excessive veggie burgers, and vegan restaurants that are willing to do all kinds of stuff. Like, I remember this one place doesn't even exist anymore called Food Swings, and they made a version of what KFC was offering at that moment in time, which was actually a sandwich where the bread was 2 fried chicken breasts, and then you had like bacon and like cheese inside. It was like the filling and the chicken was the bread, and they made that vegan. And wow, what I was excited about that. So, and then, it's just funny to me, like, right. So, you don't have a lot of restaurants. Restaurants obviously don't fare that well. And then, I'm imagining that I'm going to open the restaurant and it's like Jewish Sam's, musical theater themed vegan restaurant. Like, just as if like vegan restaurant wasn't enough to turn people away in this part of the country. I just wanted to add some other stuff in there to really, give them some idea about, what this restaurant's all about. And I think we would have delicious, be all soups, all different types of vegan soups, from a vegan chicken noodle to, your standard stuff like a lima bean, maybe a lentil. The green lentils make the brown soup, and the red lentils make a yellow colored lentil soup. I love that red lentil soup that you could get in the Middle Eastern restaurants. That's just a delicious soup, the red lentil soup. Mm-mm-mm. Or how about in Indian cuisine, the dal soup? You could also have that in like Himalayan, Nepali cuisine. That dal. That is a delicious breakfast. I don't know why we don't really do that in the United States, but that's what I want in the morning, some hot lentils with a piece of bread or rice. That's nice. What are some other, I've had some requests throughout the week for more food stuff. So I'll just take one more moment here to just say, hey, vegetables are great in the oven. You put some olive oil in there. I've been cooking a lot with olive oil. I mean, of course, but just saying, like, the whole lockdown got me into doing a lot more cooking and talking about the takeout. A lot of times when you are eating takeout, you're getting the lowest quality oils. Those restaurants, you know what I mean? They're using the lowest quality oils. I always say that about even the meat and stuff like that at restaurants. Like, unless they're like advertising on the menu like free range organic, like it's just going to be like the lowest common denominator shit, the cheapest eggs. So I remember my dad really thinks the eggs at this bodega on Nostrand Avenue, like that there's really quality eggs. There's no way, there's no way they're using like some nice eggs. They're using some cheapo eggs. It is what it is. Maybe they do it good on the griddle. But my point is that the oil that you could use in your own home is such a quality oil. You could get yourself so easy to just get a nice, extra virgin olive oil and cook with that, and you're gonna see the difference. I like, for a machine, you want to get lube up. You know what I mean? You want your insides nice and greased. Get everything flowing properly. You can't go wrong with olive oil. I pour a shit ton of olive oil on my dishes. You know what I mean? I want that shit bleeding through the paper plate. So all right, let's get right into this next vid. This is I call this one, oh man, it's just been a sad week. The state of affairs of the country and the state of affairs of the world. So I call this the sad jam montage. Let's take a look. That's a plaque for commemorating people that lost their lives in Hurricane Camille in the 60s in this area. And in this area, there's a lot of right wing views. I think it's probably like that in a lot of small town, rural America. And there's an interesting thing where the fringe right and the fringe left come together and meet each other at some point. And I think that's fascinating. One of those areas is this fear of government embedded in bed with corporate interests. Obviously, the point is a lot of the people who are creating the policy in this country are also have ownership stakes in corporations that would then benefit from said policy. So you have people right now, that's a thing on the right with all the deep state shit talking about stuff like that. And my sense, my experience is the left, the far left also feels the same way. New World Order. I mean, during the Bush administration, that was the whole thing. I know we talked about this on the show already, but Skull and Bones, these Yale kids, the Bush, Cheney, Rumsfeld, like they were in it together. Going back, they wrote the document for a new America. And definitely talks about toppling power in Iraq and, just the idea that I don't know, I just feel tripped up by that because I used to look at, from the left wing, that you had these power cabals, but that was the domain of these Republican right wingers. Now I see people on the right wing saying that stuff is the domain of the left wingers. I mean, clearly it's the domain of lots of politicians, right or left, Democrat or Republican. And is it part of the Russian disinformation campaign to kind of jumble this all up? Is there some way that right and left could see these common these commonalities, these common viewpoints? And I mean, I'd also like to think that humans on either side of the aisle could also just agree, hey, like we don't want to see kids in cages. That seems like a real slam dunk slash it's an easy putt. I'm sorry, I'm not getting, I don't know, put in the comments if you have a better analogy for that. All right, let's get right into this next vid. This is going to be called the sad interlude vid, just to continue with the same theme of sadness and everything seems fucked up, world on fire, we're going through it. And I know I've talked in the past about the Kali Yuga. Are we in the Kali Yuga, sort of the end of days? I think the point is we've already been in the Kali Yuga. So, I don't know, are things just ramping up? All right, here we go. Sad interlude. Okay, so this is a sad interlude. We're back with some more commentary. I heard that in Canada, they're making ayahuasca partially legal or something that is could be used for ceremonies. Uh, if you don't know, ayahuasca is like a heavy duty hallucinogen. I never did it, but I heard it's like you could, it could be like an all day trip. It might be something you do with a shaman in an organized setting. I think you vomit, like peyote, and it's an intense thing. I think things like ayahuasca are actually really cool, and I learned this from my friend Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy, Stephanie, perhaps watching. Uh, Jimmy talked about this years ago when we were in high school, that these types of substances could actually be used to get people off of hard drugs like heroin. Someone had a serious opiate addiction, that a substance like ayahuasca could be used to help someone get past their addiction. I don't know. I have the sense like that it just takes you so deep inside, that you could kind of get underneath that underlying addiction. So that's really cool. And we talked about in past weeks, like, you know, some of these I don't mean to be rude, but like whack job Republicans in Congress, maybe they could use some of this stuff, just like a controlled, peace and love, but like just a controlled setting, shamanistic journey to just help them with their empathy, their lack of empathy, and all sense of all oneness, because truly with the sense of all oneness, it does seem like just kids in cages, like, no. you know Denying people health care. Thank you, badminton stamps. What more can be said? They need the shaman. Thank you. So thank you very much, Jimmy. All right, so let's get right into our next clip. We're rolling right along, folks. So let's see what we have on tap. This next interlude is going to be called Sick Mountains, Dude. Sick Mountains, Dude. I don't know what's in this one. Let's take a look.
It's just like sick mountains, dude. What's happening just in general? We're driving along. There's like some gorgeous mansion here on the right. Looking, I mean, not like a mansion in the sense of like New York, but it's like someone built some like big tacky looking house over here, and then I know. It's just this wow. Hi, cow. Hi. 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 How's it going? I'm just gonna drive past you, okay? I love you. Take care, Poppy. I love you.
Jingle! K says karate, karate. L says ooh, ooh, laugh, laugh. M says march, march. N says nod, nod.
My friend Champion says, "Hey, where did you get that backwards hat? I didn't know they had those. Where can I get one of those backwards hats?" I'm not doing that joke justice, but definitely it conveys my sentiment about the backwards hat and that guy. I hope he means well. Are we going to be able to get out, once the coup/election happens, or get out now, or like you'll be able to go to Canada afterwards, or like can we even go to Canada right now, or that's still one of the places we can't go? Okay, this next vid is another song. All right, trying to make these Virginia songs. So, oh, this is the sewer smell. You think you wouldn't have a sewer smell here, but here we go.
Sewer smells coming in through the window. Sewer smell coming in through the window. Sewer smell coming in through the window. Sewer smell coming in through the window. Smells like a big fart. 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 Sewer smell coming in through the window.
No, I don't want to do it.
Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it this? Is it that?
Is it that again?
Is it this? Is it that? Is it this?
That's enough.
All right, all right. It's enough. I get it. It's enough. So we're getting near the end of the show. Anyone else wants to talk about anything in the comments? Comment section is open. Comments, questions. We'll go into one more video, but I just want to say, stay up, everyone. Hug the people in your pod. If you're quarantining alone, hug yourself, and there's light at the end of the tunnel. So just breathe, and we'll all have an awesome ayahuasca ceremony together someday. Another vid. I have one more vid that I made for this week. So this one is going to be called. Oh, this is Slap the Bugs. All right, slap the bugs.
What's wrong with these bugs?
They're crazy.
I think I'll kill it.
Wow.
I'll slap so hard, they will just go go far away. What was that?
Oh my God! It got an insect flew right in there. Look, and it's getting the insect. This is amazing.
To trap him?
Yeah, it's wrapping it up in her web.
he eating it yet? It's enough.
Yo, is this someone's private property? Like, this don't look right.
No, don't look great. Well, I think that's the show, everybody. It's just that kind of week. We're not even at 30 minutes, but it's a 30-minute show, just like TV shows. And that's what you have here. Well, I hope everyone's doing well. Enjoy a michelada. If you're not doing alcohol, you could use a non-alcoholic beer in your michelada. That's a delicious combination, once again, of tomato juice and beer and hot sauce. And you could do other things, put lime in there, salt. But I just made it with tomato juice and beer and hot sauce. I use the Crystal, the New Orleans or the Louisiana hot sauce. Crystal. That's a nice hot sauce. If you want to go for fuck Tabasco. Listen, I don't want to get on Tabasco's bad side. Seems like a pretty big deal company, but that doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean? I like a Crystal, Frank's. If you're gonna go for those style, the Louisiana. There's one I think it's called the Louisiana brand. That's good too. Red Devil. That's kind of. I think I like that better than Tabasco. Thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate that. Jimmy, Batman, Stamps. Thank you for the love. Peace and love to you all. And look, I just want to put this in here because I was thinking about it. I'll just say this one thing, that a lot of people out here, they really care about their dogs and cats. And I would just love to see that translate over, sort of like, you love your dog and cat. That's like your family member. Like, look at that cow and this week's cow video. I mean, it's just, what's the difference? I mean, hey, look, if you're just like, nah, my dog, that's my ride or die. Fuck all these other animals. Like, that's the only animal that counts. But I think, people do crazy, we veterinarians, right? I mean, we have animal doctors to take care of these animals, but then all these other mammals are just like, come over here and let me slit your throat. All right. Peace and love. Peace and love. If you want to know more about that stuff, we could talk about it. And thank you. So we'll just do the same outro. What more can I just like, I'm saying peace and love, and I'm like, what more can I say? All oneness. We're all in it together. Let's do this. We're all here on earth, and you can't take it with you. So let's just make the most of our time here. Let's get out the vote. Y'all should vote. Make sure your neighbors are voting, your cousins, whoever, you know what I mean? Ms. O'Leary down the lane or whoever. Let's get the vote out, and let's make this peaceable kingdom here on earth. Peace and love, whatever. Namaste, and we'll see you next week. Here's the new tunnel outro. And it's a tunnel because we're going through the tunnel. What's on the other side? Is it more just like a crazier nightmare realm, or can we have that beautiful sunrise and dawn on the other side? All right, good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Here we go with the tunnel outro. Peace and love. See you next week.